Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish.
This is
The Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish. This is the Petri dish. There's something growing in here, and it is the weird feedback effect of having the stereo thing in the monitors again. I'm never going to get this thing correct. I'm never going to get it right. It's going to always be impossible because life is never not difficult. All right.
So I was going to say, there's something smelling in here. And it's a beautiful bouquet of flowers.
There's flowers. It was Valentine's Day. I got flowers.
I made it myself. The arrangement. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, from the good old flower bucket over here, and I think technically it's still in Sparks.
Yeah, it's still in Sparks.
Yeah, so shop local.
Mm-hmm. I'm so mad though. Butters broke 2 of the carnations.
And he's just been on a steady diet of your other plants too.
Yeah, the one that Daisy just propagated for me. He is all on top of it. I am pissed.
I beat him a bunch with the paper tube this morning because he was up on the arm of the couch, 1 foot on either thing over there, sniffing at it.
Yep.
And so he got to go to whack in the butt. The thing is bent now.
Good.
I had to chase after him.
Good.
That's what he gets.
Yeah, little bastard.
Yeah, I've been planting plants. My plants are now, 2 of them are in big fabric pots, and now I'm afraid how this part's going to go because they're lower to the ground now that I don't have them propped up on a table. So the temperature has dropped by like 10 degrees in there.
But that's good. Now we can actually keep that thing closed.
Yeah, keep it closed and just keep that lamp going rather than having to like unplug it weirdly in the middle of the day so it's not like 90 degrees in there. But yeah, so
yeah,
fun times.
I hope they're going to be okay. I was just worried about moving them to a final pot when they're still little sprouts.
Yeah, but I'd rather just have them in the big one and then not move them. Now Butters likes this little table that I have underneath my desk, even though I'm thinking of just putting my computer tower down there since it's kind of a big fucking...
Yeah. It does take up a lot of your space on your desk.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of
the desk space. And then it also kind of like blocks you off from the front room, which I think is kind of cool because then it kind of keeps you centered when you're working. But I can see how it could get in the way and make you feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, like it gets in the way of all the other shit I have up there. Yeah. And plus I'm just so afraid of it falling off. And that's a long way to drop for expensive computer things. Mm-hmm. The only problem I do see is having it closer to the ground will mean there's a fucking cat.
An evil fucking cat.
Evil fucking cat. Mm-hmm. But he really likes laying on that table.
I was going to say, look at him. Like, he looks so cute.
Oh, yeah, he's real cute. So I feel like if I have the computer under there, he'll just lay next to it.
He would.
Rather than fuck with all the cables. Mm-hmm. Plus, if I just have good cable management, it'll all be fine. Mm-hmm. I need to drink more coffee. Quick, fill the air while I grab this cup.
Panic. All right, so here's an update on my health stuff. Did the MRI that I needed to do to check my MS, and I've heard nothing. Absolutely nothing. I did get an email saying that I had test results in, and then I clicked on it, and I went to look, and literally it said nothing. It said that there was nothing to report.
Yeah, they created the template for it. That was like when I got my COVID test back, and it was just a blank thing saying detected, and I was like, does that mean I have it? Like, it has to mean that I have it. So that's when I called into work and I was like, I've got COVID. I'm going to die. And then it took them like 3 extra days to call me and be like, you should probably quarantine.
Yeah.
So like,
no shit, Sherlock.
This fucking, it's because of Renown, like their app system. So like, I think there's automatic triggers whenever a doctor enters in something to the system. But there's still the step of like the doctor having to physically call you after, official results, but they're trying to, expedite a process and get everything ready, but that still triggers a thing that shouldn't go.
And the thing is, I didn't even do my scan with Renown.
Yeah, you had to do it at a separate diagnostic center, and then they have to like send the results.
So I think that's what's taking so long. I think if it was just with my normal regular team, like they would be able to tell me
But they
sooner.
have to like interpret it from a separate source.
Right. Like my mom, she got her results in exactly a week. And like I'm over here, it's almost been 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh my God. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah,
I'm so tired today.
Yeah, I've been trying to make sure you get up all nice and early with me,
I hate that.
especially because you're gonna be working days the next week, basically.
I
So
hate that.
now I've just kept you on a nice day schedule. You're welcome. You're a morning person now.
No.
Welcome.
I will never be a morning person.
No one chooses to be a morning person.
I don't like it.
The morning just has to happen. And we are tasked with.
I don't need to see it happen.
Too bad.
I don't want to see it happen.
Sunrise is like 6 a.m. now. Time to get at it. That little bastard had me woken up by 6:30. He had me up so early I forgot my phone in there. After I was already out here doing stuff.
Yep. And then
My
woke
alarm
up.
went off for 7:30.
Yep. And I was like, what the fuck, Bobby? And I started pushing the pillows. I said, Bobby, wake up. Get it. Get it. And then I looked over and you weren't there. And I was like, ah, shit. I got to get it.
I like that you were poking a bunch of pillows as if I snuck some, like I was trying to sneak out. So I just snuck pillows underneath a blanket. And I was like, she'll never notice. And you didn't.
I didn't until I opened my eyes and then realized, shit.
Yeah, we upgraded our bedroom situation, and by upgraded I mean very loosely repaired, because the bed we got it's not IKEA, it's Wayfair, right?
Joss and Main, which is technically Wayfair
through them. So it's still like a modular had to put it together ourselves situation, and it's one of those no box spring bed things because that's got drawers underneath. We had my box spring underneath there at one point, just because, like, I didn't know where else to put it. Oh, yeah. Frodo, come on, go outside. You're already whining too loud. But then it was way too tall, and we, like, couldn't even see the headboard because the box spring. So we took that out, and we've been using it regular. But almost immediately, I broke the wooden slats that are holding it up. One of them completely in half.
To be fair, we did jump onto the bed when we broke it.
Yeah, but...
To be fair.
But I want to...
Beds break when you jump on them.
I want to jump on the bed.
What?
I want to jump on the bed.
I know you want to jump on the bed, but you're a giant.
Yeah, so, like, my bed side was sunken in, one, because one of the slats was completely missing, and then 3 of them on, like, either side of the hole that was there were also cracked. So I went to... Lowe's, got myself a big 2-foot by 4-foot slab of, I think, at least 1/2 inch. I don't think we went for the 3/4 inch because that would have been thick. Went for the 1/2 inch.
I thought we went for the thickest one.
No, 3/4 inch would have been the thickest, but I feel like that would have sloped too much, and just been...
That's why I said get 3 of them.
Yeah. I don't know if it would have fit under there. Maybe
It
sideways. Yeah.
It would have.
But either way, we just shoved 2 of those under there. Nice maple board.
Yep. And now I still slide onto your side, but I don't slide onto your side as bad.
Yeah, you only slide onto my side from the dent that I've put in the mattress, not because the foundation underneath is,
dead.
Yeah. But we'll see how long this lasts. If anything, you still have a box spring over in Sacramento we can grab after the winter. But until then, I just spent $50 on some nice wood. And when we're done with it, we can do crafts and other stuff with it. But for now, it's a false box spring, distributing my weight evenly across the thin ice like a polar bear on his tummy.
Oh, I love polar bears.
Yeah, you would.
You're my big old polar bear.
I just took my Adderall, so hopefully that'll start kicking in to make this podcast interesting.
Oh.
I wanted to take it a little later so that I was like peak energy for my open mic. Because usually I'm on the down slope, but like it's still a little bit. This time I'm going to go there full of jokes.
Yep.
Speaking of jokes, I've been distilling all my... Usually at the end of the year or the very beginning of a new year, I'll take all the audio recordings that I do at the open mics. And I haven't been doing it over the last year because it didn't feel worth it. I try to put the location that I'm in, what jokes I ran, and if the show was even decent. Because if it wasn't, not really much point in listening back.
Yeah.
But I listened through everything from like the end of 2019 through 2020 up through this last month. Mm-hmm. Got it all put onto my computer. Got all the notes taken and locations taken. And I was going back through, and there's a bunch of jokes I forgot about. Like stuff that was working, and then I almost immediately abandoned because of the straight-up disappointment of like two of my good jokes not being able to be used anymore because of the internet or other comedians.
Like your cake one?
Yeah, so the cake one was like the main bit I was doing for like 5 months. Mm-hmm. Before the internet stole it away forever. And I'm thinking of actually just taking those audio files and just putting them on Spotify, on the internet in my profile, just to be like, here's the cake bit, because don't know that I needed to do it on stage ever again, and this is as funny as it ever was. So fuck it. Here's a thing I know that I did first before the internet stole it. And then all those other jokes. There's like 20 minutes of decent material in there that I just never reworked. And so that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's whole big things, like there was a good amount of the stuff that I would do around not trusting doctors. Mm-hmm. That stuff is all pretty...
I like that one, especially when you're talking about that South Dakota doctor that asked you if you were Asian. That was Asian.
Yeah.
That one's really funny.
Yeah, that one's... I gotta redo that one. Then there was also the stuff about like suffering being a competition that mixed in with the racism game show of that lady that told me to go back to my own country.
Oh yeah.
Early on in the pandemic, that was fun. Mm-hmm. So I've got those bits, and then there was kind of a whole mess that I needed to untangle around like 2.5 other jokes that I think will work if I do it in the right order. Or if I pick everything correctly. Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of excited for that. But I got to start going to actual open mics again to work this shit out. Because doing it at my own is not working the best. Maybe I can go back to the library a few times because they're back in the swing of things.
They're doing open mics there?
Mm-hmm. They used to have Wednesday and Sunday. They still do, but they just started it back up again. They have new hosts, but I think it'll still be, same place, same idea. And I got to start going to the other Tuesday mic sometimes to try material more than once. So if I want to do comedy, I got to actually go out and do comedy.
Yeah.
Which is, part of the curse, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I'll be getting back into music things, getting back into comedy things, hopefully get vaccinated sometime in the next month.
Yep.
And I've got a loose idea of a thing I'm going to do, hopefully, at the end of March for a show. And that'll be exciting. So, since last March was when I was going to do the last Comedy Olympics, and then it just got immediately canceled because, COVID was just happening.
Yeah.
So that sucked.
And then you're going to choose the comics that go into it.
Yes.
So that you don't get douchebags promoting it as theirs.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So this will be nice. And then it'll be less comics than before because I don't need 9 comics on a show.
Right.
So I think at this point it'll just be 6. And that'll be a nice amount to pit against each other in a competition of shit going bad for them, but great for the audience. Need more coffee.
I just can't stop looking at this cat. He's so fucking... He fell off the table.
What a little idiot.
He was rolling around on the table and then had his back legs off. And he was just holding on with his front legs. And then he saw Frodo approaching and he fell off the table. That was so fucking cute.
Poor little dumb cat.
Poor little dumb cat. You're so dumb.
Let's see. What else did we do in the last week aside from Valentine's Day?
Well, tell them what else you got for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day, I got flowers and chocolate. Mm-hmm. And then
You got mugs.
Yeah, we got matching mugs.
Cute little mugs.
It's the same design we have on this pillow that we also have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a stick guy with a guitar, and he's singing stuff, and the computer shut off.
And then he's singing to a stick girl who looks all bashful, and it's real cute because it's us.
Okay, we're still going. Good. Yeah, so it's real cute.
Yeah.
It's real cute, and I like it.
And then I also got us a plaque, and it hasn't came in yet, but it's on its way. But it has the stars and constellation that were in the sky at the time and place that we met. And that's real cute. And it says, once upon a time, it was going to be real cute.
And we had to do research for that one because I was like, okay. I was like, at first I was like, maybe my show was at like 8 o'clock. I was wrong. It was like at 6:30. So it could be done before, because it was a private show before the crawl started. I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. And so like, I was like, okay, the show was supposed to be 2 hours. We went a little short, but then we partied there afterwards. So maybe it would be shortly, like after 9 o'clock, maybe close to 10. And then I was like, but it feels like it was later than that, And I was like, wait, we were outside and we met and it had just started snowing, which is why we all ducked into that one bar that was close. Mm-hmm. And so I had to go into Google and look up like forecast December 14th, Reno, Nevada downtown, and I looked all that up. And the start of the snowstorm in that location on that night said 9:55. So we would have met right about 10 o'clock, maybe slightly before. So I was like, there we go. I did it. I remembered things.
It's cute.
Yeah.
We're going to hang it up in our room.
Mm-hmm. Just like with some of our other stuff. Mm-hmm. We got fun other pictures of mostly just stuff we did just before the pandemic, right after meeting each other, too.
Mm-hmm. Those are the best pictures.
Yeah, we were still happy.
Hey, we're still happy. Aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever you call it.
What? You're going to make me cry.
You're not allowed to cry.
Still happy.
Don't stop it. If you cry, you're going to prove yourself wrong.
No.
See, no matter what, I win.
We're still happy.
There we go. Oh, I have a secret present that's showing up for Valentine's Day that's really mostly for me.
If you guys haven't noticed, all of the things were for Bobby. That's okay, though. I was talking to my mom. It was pretty funny. And I was telling her all the things that I got him. And she's like, well, what did he get you? Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. This is a direct quote that she quoted to me that I've said to her before. Why love someone one day out of the year when you can love them all year round? And I was like, yes, mother, exactly. I don't give a fuck about Valentine's Day. It's stupid. It's a waste of money. But I wasted my money on you because you deserve it and you like it. Mm-hmm. And you care about it.
I'm the best waste.
But
plus we have your birthday coming, and that's like
exactly.
Originally the plans that I was trying to make for your birthday were on Valentine's Day, but everything was extra expensive and already booked, and I was like, well, that's stupid then. Like, I'll just do it for your birthday. Yeah. It'll be more special. It'll be like we can get something better for the same price you would have spent on like a dinky piece of shit place.
My point about Valentine's Day, exactly. I fucking hate how they just spike up like roses, like this little tiny thing of roses that I bought to split into the bouquets was almost $30.
Shit.
And on a normal fucking day, any other day of the year, that probably would have been $12.
Yeah, I've gone there and gotten roses for $1 a piece before.
It's stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid. I hate the waste of money. Like, it's not a waste. I'm sorry for those of you who actually care about Valentine's Day. It's not a waste. But to me personally...
But it's not a real holiday.
To me personally, it is just a Hallmark day.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded. But, like, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. I'm treated like a queen every day of the year. And so Valentine's Day doesn't matter to me because I'm already a queen. You know?
Yes, I do. Oh, but I did get us Red Lobster.
Yeah. That was nice.
That was my gift to you.
The only thing I wanted was seafood that day.
And I was trying. I'm so fucking mad. Okay, so the first thing I tried was Bistro Napa, which is a really nice place over in Atlantis that I like. And they were on Postmates, and I was like, perfect. We're already starting to relax a little bit. I'll just get us, some Postmates of it. And Postmates, those pieces of shit, like for some reason, when you get food delivered, there's like a scam against people ordering food where restaurants will just wait for like an hour before even confirming anything in the hopes that you'll cancel and then lose your money to them. Mm-hmm. So I don't ever cancel on them, even if I think they're going to cancel on me, because I'm not about to lose out on money because they don't want to fucking deliver. So what did Bistro Napa do? Like, I ordered at 5 o'clock, right as they said they were open for ordered. Mm-hmm. And they were like, no longer taking orders. I was like, okay, fine, fuck you. And then I waited like 30 minutes after looking around, and then like, boop, they popped up again. I was like, okay. I went in there, I ordered food. 6:30 rolls around, and then they're like, bing, canceled. And I was like, okay, I fucking knew this was going to happen, but I waited anyway because I was like, most of the good restaurants don't open until slightly later anyway, so it happens. But instead I saw Red Lobster, and there was other choices for like local regular food, but the amount of times I've been canceled on by local restaurants, and I'm not blaming them for this because there are like scams going on through Postmates and DoorDash and stuff where they forcibly put restaurants on there against their will.
I didn't know that.
Then they tell the restaurant, you've gotten this many orders that have all been canceled. Look at the money you're missing out on, to fight like fucking blackmail and strong arm those people. So like, it's not the restaurant's fault that they're like showing is available and then they have to cancel because, whatever company is being fucking shady. But like, I wanted a sure thing. So I was like, Red Lobster is like a chain that probably has a deal to like deliver food. So like, this will have to work. And I ordered it before 7 o'clock, and the food didn't even get confirmed till like 8:30.
Yeah.
And then it still didn't get delivered till after 9.
Yeah. And I was pretty much dead because I had this splitting headache that just would not go away. I took some aspirin. I took a nap.
It's because we had champagne that day, like early in the day. Because champagne and wine, any alcohol that I drank before like nighttime will just give me a midday hangover.
And that's
had to have been what happened, because like
it had to have.
It happened to me too. Like I was fucking dying a little bit after that.
But you are also on your meds.
Yeah.
And like for me, like I've drank to my face in a day before like 2, at least 3 or 4 bottles of champagne. Mind you, I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah, this was before your graceful 30s.
No. I want to be able to drink.
You can still drink. You just have to do it in moderation at the correct time
also,
with only people you know.
I have not been drinking this whole pandemic, really.
Yeah, you haven't. Like, we really haven't drank significantly since your birthday last year.
I don't want to talk about that either.
Yeah, and like even on my birthday, I was dipping into the beer a good amount, but then I cramped up and started dying. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't even think I made it through a 12-pack, before I started having to cut back. So
yeah,
one of these days I'm gonna, this 4th of July. That's a lie. 4th of July was the last time I drank heavy because I was doing the 40s at Lawrence Place.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was teaching them my tradition that I started.
Yep. Your Edward 40 hands.
Playing Edward 40 hands on 4th of July.
And I played the staff game.
Yeah.
With tall cans.
Yeah. It was great.
That was a lot of fun. Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah, so July is I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a bunch of Little Caesars. We're gonna get a bunch of 40s.
I really hope I get the day off.
Oh, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Okay.
It's for America.
Just gonna quit. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna quit.
not yet.
I'm not gonna quit.
She's not gonna quit. Everyone listening at In-N-Out, she's literally branded.
Yep.
Well, not yet. You haven't gotten your In-N-Out tattoo.
Yep. It's in the works.
Yeah, when's it going to happen? What do you think you're going to get? If you're going to get an In-N-Out branded tattoo, would you do a tribal band of the cup design along your arm?
Oh my gosh, that's a really cute idea. But no.
Ankle tattoo.
That's really cute, but no. my legs are already taken. They already have a plan. So I can't put anything that's not a part of the plan on my legs. But I really, really, really do want this cute little cartoon double with a little face. And then there's like a little thinking bubble with a little cross palm trees in it. That's what I want.
I thought it was just gonna be a cartoon burger with like a thumbs up saying "right on."
Oh, that would work too. No. My friend Kristen drew it out for me one day. And like, it's not exactly what I want, but I feel like if I find the right artist and show it to them, they can make it what I want.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Personalized to you.
Mm-hmm. There was a tattoo artist in Sacramento, and she was down the street from my house. She's the one who did my betta fish, and I just loved the style that she had, and she was so communicative. Like, we spent 2 weeks talking about what I wanted and like what I liked about the drawing that I was giving her, and then she took that and then made it better. And when I went in for my appointment, she had multiple different like outlines to put on me, and she's like, so this is the way you originally wanted, put it on me, made me look in the mirror and was like, this is the way you originally wanted it. Do you like it here? Do you want it up a little more? Do you want it back a little more? How do you like this position? But I just also want to show you another thing that I was experimenting with, and I know you liked the purple fish on top, but what if we did the orange fish on top? Somehow the orange fish on top was way better. And she like perfectly set it on my leg so that each one was on each part of like a muscle. So when you flex, it looks really cool.
It separates them correctly rather than like splitting a fish in half.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And I really liked how attention to detail she was, and how like I'm never going to find another artist like her.
It's always tough. Like, I just want to I know exactly what tattoo I want.
Your first?
Yeah. I know. The first tattoo I was going to get was just it saying first.
Yeah.
Which is still a funny idea.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if I got it second. I feel like it'd be funnier if I got it second. So I can tell people it's my first tattoo, but I got it second. Because the first tattoo I want is still the fill-in language. What? But in like, so like, you know how people get like really fancy designed like text and it says like believe or whatever. Like whatever it's going to say all done up in tattoo
Beautiful.
style. Yeah. Always or beautiful. I want it in that, but it's going to be the fill-in language that they use for like graphic design or technical writing, lorem ipsum. It's like a procedurally generated language that is all fake and there's no structure, but there are rules to make it look on a page like it's in English to fill things out correctly. So that's the tattoo I want to get, is the stupid fill-in language, but done up like it's a real nice tattoo.
And where are you going to put that?
Right on my forehead.
I was going to say underneath your collarbone.
Yeah, I was actually thinking like right there.
Yeah. That would be cute. And then first on the other side.
I was actually thinking of putting the first just like either like right here on the guitar playing arm, so it's just out and about, or just like hide it a little bit up the sleeve so I can still
Put it right here.
Nah, it's too like flabby and sensitive under there.
No, up a little more.
Up
Like
a little more,
where your
right on
muscle
the bicep,
Yeah.
just first.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Those two. A third one was just going to be a straight up coffee bean.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah.
You need that.
I think I did a joke on stage about it once, about how like the coffee bean, like there's the whole old fable of like, I don't even know if it's that old, but I just read it online of like egg, pasta, and coffee bean. The egg gets hardened by hot water, in that environment. It changes from a soft, malleable thing into a hardened thing. Pasta is the opposite, starts off rigid, unbendable in hot water, turns into a bendy, soft thing. Coffee, on the other hand, changes the water around it and becomes, part of the entire experience. Really, I just thought it'd be funny to just have a coffee bean. But it's also, there can be a metaphor behind it too.
But also, like,
I drink so
you
much
are
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah.
It'd be cute to do like a little serotonin with coffee beans. I think that would be really cute for you.
Yeah, no, I think I just want, like a basically a cartoon coffee bean, like it just looks like it's in a cartoon, just like even has like a little
Or
outline.
like a coffee cup with a little coffee bean hanging on the side.
He's like in a bath.
Yeah.
That's too much.
No, that's not. It's so cute.
That's too much. I just want one coffee bean.
I want to get so I can't have, well, technically now I can have sleeves, but I am not about to wear long sleeves at work. Like, you got me fucked up.
You would be dying.
I would be death. I can't even handle the heat as is in the limited clothes that I can wear. But so I want to do chaps. So like leg pieces. Sorry, the monitor turned off again. He's trying to fix it. I thought you fixed it. What happened?
Everything's broken forever. That's what.
Okay. Well, anyways, so I want to get chaps. So I just want to get like my outer thigh, top thigh. I don't want to do the inside thigh or the back too much.
Ooh, yeah.
Which is why chaps, not pants. And so on my left side, I want to do like plants and stuff going up my leg, and then I want to do like a sky, and then I want to go into the like space. So that's why I want to get on my thigh piece a nebula with like different constellations in it and the moons, and then on the other side I want to do like a water up to a willow scene, and those are my chaps.
That's a lot of work.
I know, it's been a dream, but I don't think it'll happen.
One of these days.
Yeah, I'll be fine if I just do like the land space one.
In the very least, just getting those moons fixed.
At the very least, because I fucking hate them. God, I hate them. So I have these. It's 4 different moons, and it's supposed to be like the cycle of moons and whatnot. And my crescent moon looks like a half moon. My full moon is smaller than my quarter moon, and it's done poorly. That tattoo artist was just trying to make money, and she told me she was uncomfortable doing color, and I should have listened to her instead of making her do something she didn't feel comfortable doing. And I lost out a lot on that.
Yeah, because it's, it's one of those tattoos where like you got to find someone who either is like got their own style that you're gonna like and it looks really cool, or they're really good at realism. Because the way it stands now, it's like not cartoony or stylized enough to be like, whoa, who's the cool artist that did that? But it's also not realistic. So you're like, well, I can tell those are moons, but
they look like another planet. Because I got
it's a little bit alien. It's like teal and purple.
Going through a thing. I was homeless, just got raped, like it was real bad. And so I was like, I'm going to make a survivor tattoo. I'm going to, it stands for going with the changes and blah, 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 blah. And so the purple is for, I think, teal is the sexual abuse one, and then the purple is another abuse one. And I was going through a thing.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
We'll get it fixed one of these days. We'll find a good artist.
I literally just walked into a shop and was like, do me. And like, I had a friend at the time who was going through something, and I paid for her tattoo too. So I spent like $200 on both of our tattoos, and I was homeless. I didn't have.
You don't want to spend like $600.
I should not have spent so much money on just dumb shit. But like I said, I was going through a thing. So
hey, it at least has a story.
Yeah.
Unlike mine, which are just going to be really funny.
I've gotten quite a few $13 tattoos, and because Friday the 13th, most places in Sacramento do a $13 tattoo thing, and you can either choose, depending on the shop, you either have to choose the set out ones that they have, or you have a limited amount of space. So it's like a 2x2 or little oops. And so my first one, I got my Harry Potter Always, and I thought that one was going to be $13, and he was like, oh, no. That's too big. You're going to have to pay, you owe me $80. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, that's including tip. And I was like, okay. I guess I don't have a choice because you've already tattooed me. And then the next one I got was my dandelion. And that one I had to choose from a template. And then the next one I got was my beautiful. And it was so random. My back says always beautiful. And, that has a lot of meaning to it because I always had like body image issues. And I always thought that I was ugly when I was growing up because I was bullied a lot. And I was told that I was ugly. And, I have a granny who tells me I look like a whore and all this other like bad imagery. So having that is kind of funny, but it was also an accident. It was not meant to happen, and it just did. But then I got my little Harry Potter stars to kind of connect them and bring them together so it looks like it was meant to be.
Yep.
Which I thought was pretty funny. Then I got the moons, and then I got the fish, and that's where we're at. I need more. I want to get a California wildflower bouquet on my side.
Nerd.
I think that would be really cute. And my friend Shelby, I don't know if she already got it or not, but she also wanted to get a little bouquet right here on her side. And then if I get it, it's like we match, but we're not matching. Those best friend tattoos?
Nope.
I want to get best friend tattoos.
Nah, having friends is lame.
She's going to be in my life forever. Anyways.
What else did we do this week? Trying to remember other stuff. There wasn't much.
We went to the mall, which was terrifying.
Oh, yeah. The amount of people I saw at that mall was like more than pre-COVID. So I think just like COVID rebellion has saved brick and mortar mall locations now.
Yeah. There was literally like a line around the entire like Starbucks thing.
Yeah, there's like a little Starbucks cart. And usually like they got to set out a little thing and there's maybe like 5-6 people usually waiting out around it. There was a line of like 20 people crowded around it as if it was a fucking new thing.
I felt so claustrophobic. I was like, this was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go to Tord because I wanted to know what size I wore because I've been eyeballing these boots online and I needed them.
Yeah, you had to make sure that the size was right for the brand.
They should be coming today.
Ooh.
I'm going to
We're
wear
going to
them.
have so many presents today.
They're not all for me. I bought my boots for me.
And I bought my present for me.
Yep.
And you get some.
Uh-huh.
And you get... it's for both of us. It's for both of us.
I'm
for
just
Valentine's
I'm just
Day.
giving you a hard time. I just think it's funny because you feel bad.
You can...
I'm so sadistic. I'm so sorry.
You can...
I love you.
You can have some too.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing with me.
We watched this movie, zombie movie.
Yeah, I was really excited to watch it because the little trailers looked really intense. And go on.
Oh man,
Tell them about it.
it's a Korean-made zombie movie, so I kind of liked it for the different stylization of zombies. Like so much of the modern American zombie stuff is like extra decaying and fucking, like shambling masses and or running extra fast, like, and so these Korean ones had some of that vibe because of course you kind of have to if you want to break into the American market at all, but they were a little more like graying flesh.
Yeah.
And,
They were still technically
ghostly.
decaying.
Yeah.
And like they still ran, which I thought was terrifying. Like zombies should not
run. Yeah.
God, I pray that zombies will not run.
Yeah. I really think that like I don't know who to blame for that, but I feel like it's George Romero's fault.
28 Days Later.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. Maybe 28 Days Later did. I think Dawn of the Dead remake started the whole like sprinting zombies thing, and like that's not what's supposed to be scary about zombies. They're not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be, the fear of turning into something like that.
Yeah.
and the mass that they have. Frodo, get out of the kitchen. You think just because we're ignoring you, you get to do whatever the fuck you want? This goddamn dog. But yeah, like that's what I like about Walking Dead. Is like, sure, you can make an argument that it got too much into being a drama and not enough about being into like a zombie movie, whatever, or a zombie show. But that's the entire point of zombie things, is like the danger of zombies existing is just what brings out either the best or worst of humanity.
Yeah.
It's not about the zombies.
Right.
It's about what lengths humans will go through to survive, or the folly of man and the terrible things that we'll do to each other.
Right. I feel like if that movie was turned into a series, I would have liked it better.
Yeah, there was a little bit like they really shoehorned in, because every zombie movie has a crazy person who is like wanting to do the best for whoever they lost. Like for Dawn of the Dead, it was the black dude who had his zombie wife have his zombie baby. And there's always that kind of situation. This one also had the same thing. Spoilers. It's like this dude has his dead wife zombied up in a thing, starving to death. And so he tries to trap the two alive people left in order to feed his dying wife. But they escape, and she bites his neck.
And they still have, they don't have running water, but they have electricity? What?
I feel like
electricity.
The electricity went out after a while.
But he still has his phone working. He was still able to get messages on it. He was still able to upload on social media, and that's how they found him. That's
true. Really, the power, maybe the power didn't go out, but the plumbing did. Yeah, there was some things like that. He did have to go scavenging in other apartments for food and stuff.
Because he ran out, and then the water wasn't running. But that was it. And, I don't know. It was cool that one chick got, that had the gun that got devoured. That was pretty cool. But they didn't, tear her to pieces. They just kind of,
dragged her
bit
off.
her a bit.
And then she got turned into a zombie.
And I was really excited when they dragged her off because I thought they were all going to fucking feed on her. And then next thing you know, she comes walking out as a zombie, not chewed up. And I was like, where's the intestines? Where's the hanging intestines?
You just love that American torture porn.
It's not porn.
It's torture porn.
It's not porn.
It is 100, but you are horny for intestines.
I just want to see some gore.
It's this movie. Alicia hated this movie, but I thought it was great because, again, it's about
I had different
humans.
expectations.
It's about survival, and
wanted it to be about zombies.
It was a great thing about the parallel of two very different humans, but we're living so close together, finding the strength to continue living and fighting through their adversity and learning to communicate across, silently without having to, having the ability to actually talk until they got the walkie-talkies, and both of them had tried to kill themselves at some point, and then, so it worked out that these two broken, not surviving people found the strength in themselves through each other to survive and keep going.
Yada, yada, yada. Squishy stuff.
So then we started watching this other zombie show that Sci-Fi made, and it's like an anime.
It's so
Everyone
funny.
is so dramatic about everything.
It's so funny.
The characters are so...
I give you mercy.
Yeah, it's like it was written by a sixth grader. It's very this person is this archetype with no depth behind it. They don't even need to give you history. They're well, this person's obviously the wild card. This one's the steady one. This one has a troubled past, and so it's very ham-fisted, but it's funny because they know it's bad. Sci-Fi knows the shit they make is cheese. So
the zombie baby.
Yeah, there was a zombie baby. It looked terrible, just CGI running around.
It was so funny.
Oh god. And so the special effects are just good enough to make it all work, and like they don't try to hide the fact that their budget is shitty. Like DJ Qualls was like trying to save one dog from another zombie dog at one point, but it was very evident that they were only able to have one dog on set at the time. So they were just doing different shots of like the dog in makeup solo as a separate shot, and then they would have the other shots of the actor saying stuff, and then they would show the dog clean separately. And then at one point he kills the zombie dog
with a stick
through
the face.
But it was like him. God damn this computer. It was him on top of a container being like, I'll save you. And then he jumps off the container with the stick and like knocks himself out at some point, I guess. And he wakes up to the regular dog like licking his face. And he's like, I saved you. We did it. And it's like him and the dog in one shot. And then he looks over off camera. They show a still shot of what looks like it could be a dead dog.
It looked like a
very
stuffed
covered in very covered in fake blood. And then they cut back to him reacting to the shot we just saw and then continuing to pet the dog. I was like, could you tell us any more that your budget was only one dog? Like, there's not two dogs they could show. The quote-unquote two dogs were supposed to be fighting each other, and all they did was have fucking DJ Qualls, and not shitting on the dude. He was a good actor for, like, you know, like teen romps in the early 2000s. But in this show, he's supposed to be playing like a nerdy military, he's like an NSA agent, I think. But he's like trying to act on top of this crate like he's seeing two dogs fighting. But there's just the sound of two dogs as he's going, oh my God, no, stop it. I haven't seen anyone in a year.
So the first movie that we watched was #Alive, and then this series that we're talking about is Z Nation. And I highly recommend it. It's so funny.
Like, honestly, I couldn't stop watching. It's so great at being what it is. And, like, also, DJ Qualls' character is also, like, a pirate radio DJ.
Yeah.
But, like, only for himself, because it doesn't sound like anyone is listening.
That we know of so
that
far.
we know of yet. And he was also doing this weird thing where he was, like, video chatting with a video of what I'm assuming is his dead girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it was like a video was playing and a girl was talking and she wasn't, it sounded like she was asking rhetorical questions and then he just like, he knew what the video was already, so he was just answering it so it could sound to himself like he was having a conversation. Because again, he's been isolated for at least a year.
At least.
So like.
In the North Pole. By himself.
Yeah, but then like he hears someone over the actual radio and he like pauses the video because at first you think like, oh, okay, he's talking to somebody, you know, there's still some semblance of humanity somewhere, but then he like pauses a video and talks to a real person. I was like, oh no, this is sad. It's so sad, but it's so good. It's so good in a bad way, like Disney shows.
I love zombie shows. I love all things zombies. And even though I didn't really like Alive, like I still liked it. It just wasn't what I was expecting because I was expecting a lot more gore from what I saw in the trailers. That's it just didn't meet the expectations that I was expecting. But anyways, love also zombie shows.
The one thing I didn't like about Alive is that like I just hate it in zombie movies when the people are dumb. You know?
Oh yeah. Like, don't go out there without protection and don't put down your weapons.
Don't put down your weapon. If you see a body that seems like it's dead, fucking give it a poke first.
Yeah.
If you go out there angry because you just saw somebody die and you want to kill some zombies, when you come across the zombies, actually start killing them. Yeah. Don't flip out and run away and then stack like 30 behind you.
Yep.
You know, I get it. They're doing a whole, like, oh, adrenaline, and then people aren't thinking on their feet. But, like, zombie movies either existed in this universe and people know that zombies are a thing, or this is a brand new terrifying scenario, and in which case, do some studying and figure it out. Like, what he was doing, he was watching it all happen, but he still fucked it all up, like, in the execution of it.
Yeah. Like, he saw that one chick with the gun shooting people in the head.
Yep.
And then they went down. Clearly, that's how you kill them.
And also, oh God, when he went scavenging in that other apartment.
Yeah.
He,
Oh,
like,
the one with the brother in it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he got told my brother is acting weird.
Uh-huh.
And he's in the apartment literally right next to you. So
Yep.
he goes, okay, brother in other apartment. And he goes and checks that for supplies. And, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He thought the person underneath that blanket was the brother.
Yep.
But if you're breaking into anyone's apartment, zombie or not, clear the fucking rooms.
Yeah.
Like
All of them.
clear the
Like,
rooms.
where did he come from? Was he hiding in the bathroom?
Exactly. Like I'm just saying, like I haven't been in the military. I've never been a cop. I still know if you're gonna bust into a place,
Clear the room.
room by room, hug the walls. Every room needs to be checked and cleared.
Yep.
If you don't, you will die.
Yep.
God damn it. So like every zombie movie I watch, I'm like, if you were a real person, you are doing it wrong. And that's the thing that I loved about Walking Dead is like if the people were characteristically dumb, they would fuck up.
Yeah. And then they would die.
Yeah, but the people that survived, especially in the later seasons, they were shown to be smart.
Yep.
Even if they were about to die, it's like they fucked up in this certain way or someone fucked them over. They aren't dead because of how stupid they are. But like, man.
Still broke my heart about Carl.
I hated him anyway.
I know, he
Just
was
as
terrible.
his acting was bad.
Yeah. But like in the series, like he lives so much longer.
Yeah.
And like
Well, so does Herschel. And that fucking... Oh, not Herschel. The other old guy. Guy with the floppy hat in like the first 2 seasons.
Daryl?
No.
yeah, Daryl. Dale.
Dale. That's what it was. Yep.
Dale. I was like, wait a minute. No, Daryl's the hottie with the crossbow.
Yep. Yeah, Dale. Because he was like the voice of reason, you know? Basically everything that they finally figured out in like season 6 and 7, like, oh, eventually we just have to go about living among humans again.
Yeah.
And they built towns. That was everything fucking Dale was saying since the beginning. Don't lose your humanity. If you lose your humanity, you're no better than the zombies. He was fucking telling them all, and what did they do? They fucking killed him for it. So like, that made me so mad because he would have been such a good character to have around.
I was so... Okay, so...
hold on. I think I hear my phone alarm going off.
Yeah, it is. I'm very into The Walking Dead. I own all the comics. I read all the comics, and then I watched the series, and the difference between the two, the creators wanted it to be different because they wanted... they didn't want people who followed the comics to know what was going to happen in the series. And I think that was something that was really cool that they did. And... the only thing that they kept the same was Glenn dying.
Glenn's death fucking killed me.
It's still hurt, but I knew it was coming. And then they killed Abraham instead, and I was like, Glenn's saved. They're not going to kill off Glenn. And then they killed off Glenn, and I was like, you son of a bitch!
They were like, yeah, no, fuck you. Because they did that whole fake out.
Yeah.
After they did the first fake out of Glenn dying, I just stopped watching.
What?
I was so pissed off because Glenn is the only good character.
He was my favorite.
Like in his heart, he was the only good person.
Yeah.
Everyone else made decisions. He was the only one that never killed a human.
After that, it was Jesus. Jesus like replaced Glenn kind of, and then they murdered him too.
Yep.
He
So
died.
like,
and I was just like, God damn it!
it just kept killing. And so like, the only other person that might be able to be considered good is Negan.
Yeah.
Because he reformed himself. He
did.
learned what was bad and he found humanity again when everyone else was losing it.
All because of Judith.
Yep. And so like
He found love.
So like honestly, I'm kind of interested to see how they end the whole series with like Negan's story arc and everything, but like
and like in the comics they find so Maggie goes off and she like does her own thing. You remember that I don't know if you saw it in the later season where there was like an older woman and she had this book on how to bring civilization back.
Yes, because they traded and then they got the water. Maybe it was a water tower, maybe it was fences or something. But they got some kind of technology info from her,
and all they had to give her were music.
Yeah.
So that bitch, she's like in the Midwest. And so Maggie does this whole thing, and she's trying to find another civilization kind of like theirs. And they come across these people. And it turns out in the comic books that Michonne's daughter lives there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And there's this huge story arc about Michonne going there, and they needed lawyers. And so they put her like in the top tier automatically because of her status before the apocalypse. And it's pretty cool. You should read it.
It does sound pretty cool.
Yeah. But my theory is that when Rick almost drowned and he was saved by the trash lady in the helicopter, they took him to that place, and eventually, if they continue with the series, I hope that they find him there.
I was assuming it was either like those people, because I was like I remembered the book lady,
Yeah.
and that's the only people that I thought could have the technology to save Rick at that one point. And then like there was like, who else would the trash lady be afraid of other than somebody with like a fucking helicopter and unlimited knowledge, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I hope they do that, because they have to end it like 14 seasons or something, you know, like any good show that goes on past 6 seasons is going to have at least 1 or 2 seasons to talk shit about, and Walking Dead has a good amount of those.
Yeah. I think it was 6 and 7 or 8.
It was basically like everything up to the prison was a good show. And then it started waning a little bit as they tried to figure out what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
And then everything after like season 10 was good. Oh, god damn it.
Okay, well, we probably should cut it anyways.
Yeah, you want to go check on whatever's at the
Yeah.
door and freaking that dog out. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Go check out Z Nation. Go watch #Alive on Netflix. All that stuff is up there. That's been it. We're just gonna keep on keeping on in the world, I guess. Hope everyone has a glorious Tuesday. Don't forget about coffee and
Bye, guys.
comics every Tuesday. Keep an eye out for March 27th. Mark that down on your calendars. Something might be happening. We will see. So, yeah, March 27th. Don't forget about that. Other than that, I'm gonna see why this computer keeps trying to fuck with me and keep cleaning the house and stuff. Because I've got a day off and I'm fucking using it. Okay, bye.